Have you ever experienced the joy and satisfaction of biting into a perfectly ripe peach with its sweet juice dribbling down your chin? It's a moment of pure bliss. The taste, the aroma, the burst of sunshine in your mouth, it's a sensory delight that's hard to beat. Now imagine if you could choose that perfect peach yourself. Yes, you, picking peaches right from the tree. Today, we're going to guide you on how to determine the ripeness of peaches and the best ways to pick and store them. So get ready to become a peach-picking pro. Please post a comment with any tips or techniques you have when you harvest peaches. Stay tuned to discover how to pick your perfect peach. The first step to picking the perfect peach is knowing when it's ripe and ready. When it comes to determining the ripeness of a peach, there are 3 key factors you need to consider: color, softness, and smell. The first sign of a ripe peach is its color. A peach that's ready to be picked will have a deep, vibrant hue with no trace of green around the stem. Next, you'll want to gently squeeze the peach. A ripe peach will give slightly under pressure, but be careful not to bruise it. It should feel firm, yet yielding. If it's hard as a rock, it needs more time on the tree. If it's squishy, it's overripe. Lastly, take a whiff. A ripe peach will have a sweet, aromatic smell that's undeniably peachy. If it doesn't smell like anything, it's not ripe yet. If it smells fermented, it's past its prime. It's important to note that the best flavor comes from peaches that have been allowed to ripen on the tree. While you can ripen them at home, a tree-ripened peach has a sweetness that's hard to beat. Now that you know how to identify a ripe peach, let's move on to the art of picking them. If you're finding this video informative and helpful, don't forget to show your support by giving it a thumbs up, subscribing to our channel, and hitting the notification bell. Your participation is invaluable and greatly appreciated, as it helps support the channel and allows us to continue creating content that empowers you on your health journey. Don't forget to check out the links in the description for products that promote a healthy life. Let's continue with the video. Picking a peach is not just about plucking it off the tree. There's a technique to it. Harvesting peaches involves a gentle hand and an eye for detail. Start by cradling the peach in your hand like a precious gem. Never squeeze the fruit. This could bruise its tender flesh. Now give it a slight twist. If it's ripe, it will easily come away from the branch. If it resists, it's not quite ready. The best time to pick peaches is in the cool of the morning. The heat of the day can make the fruit soft, increasing the risk of bruising. So rise with the sun and you'll get the best of the harvest. Choosing the right moment to pick your peaches doesn't just affect their taste, but also their shelf life. By properly assessing ripeness and using the correct picking technique, you can ensure that your peaches stay fresh and juicy for longer. Now that you know how to pick them, it's time to move on to the next step. Congratulations! You've just picked your perfect peach. Now let's talk about storing them. Picking the perfect peach is only half the battle. Storing them correctly is just as important. So how do you keep these sun-kissed orbs of sweetness at their peak? Well, it's all about timing and technique. First, resist the urge to wash your peaches as soon as you get them home. Water can speed up the rotting process and wash away the fruit's natural protective layer. So save the rinse for just before you're ready to bite into that juicy goodness. Next, let's talk about ripening. If you've plucked your peaches a bit early and they're still firm, don't fret. This is where the humble paper bag comes into play. Simply pop your peaches in a paper bag, roll the top down, and let nature do its thing. The bag traps the ethylene gas that the peaches naturally emit, which accelerates the ripening process. Et voila! In a day or two, you'll have perfectly ripe peaches. But what if you want to savor your peaches over a few weeks? That's where your refrigerator steps in. Once your peaches are ripe, you can store them in the fridge. This slows down the ripening process, helping your peaches stay fresh for longer. Just remember to keep them in the crisper drawer to maintain their juicy texture. And there you have it! You're now a peach-picking pro who knows how to store them for maximum freshness. Please don't forget to post a comment on any tips or techniques you have for harvesting and storing peaches. So, are you ready to enjoy the sweetest, juiciest peaches you've ever tasted? Let's quickly recap what we covered today. We've learned how to identify the ripeness of a peach by its color, softness, and aroma. We've also looked at the best techniques for picking peaches, ensuring we don't damage these delicate fruits. And finally, we've shared some handy tips for storing your peaches to maintain their freshness and sweetness. Remember, the perfect peach is waiting for you out there. So go find it and don't forget to subscribe, and check out the links in the description for more juicy tips.